What makes people all over America break down and cry like this? Call 1-900-9099-CRY and hear it for yourself. $2 for the first minute, 45 cents each additional minute. If you're under 18, ask your parents before you call. 1-900-9099-CRY.
Then you see a pack of Hell's Angels going by, people are going to want to look. Next thing you know, cars. Because they're just staring at us and not paying attention to stop traffic.
If you wanted to break the law on an everyday norm, you should have joined the street gang. That's what they're known for. That's what they do. You're not allowed to steal cars on my block. We steal those cars.
I mean, it was so bad by us in Vegas. I was in the pool swimming, and the guys came back. Hey, Pee-wee, the cops are here. They want to talk to you. I said, well, go talk to them. Find out what they want. And they came back. They go, they want to talk to you.
Typically, if you leave the club, if you haven't been in for 10 years, you're automatically out there.
Got put out in 2006. Back in 2007, wound up going into Cannon. 2011. Came out of there. I had 4.5 years to walk off with zero support from that club.
Welcome to this episode of Chattin with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today we're going to talk about all this drama that's going on and all the fingers that are getting pointed when I don't think people are looking in the right direction. But I got something to show you guys that you'll be like, wow, did not know that. But I'm going to show you today. And we got a lot of different news things going on. Shout out to everybody that takes the time to watch this show. If you like this show, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother, sister's friend about Chattin with Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. I appreciate all you guys taking the time to watch this show. We've been putting a lot of work in. A lot of people have been watching the show, and I'm very appreciative for all you guys. Thank you. Thank you for the donations. It means a lot. You guys keep this channel going. I've been doing this I've been doing the YouTube thing for about 5 years, but I've been going hard doing the motorcycle content for about a little over a year. And you guys have been nothing but supportive, and thank all of you guys. I really appreciate it, especially Mike Ball. I've accomplished a lot in the past year, and I'm going to keep it going. If you want to donate to the show, you can hit up the Cash App at Chattin with Staxx, or you can hit up Venmo, PayPal, Super Stickers, Super Chats, Zelle, all that good stuff. I appreciate every donation that comes in. I put it right back into the show so I can bring you guys the dopest motorcycle content available. If you want to tell your story on Chattin with Staxx, just email me at billstaxx2021@gmail.com. And I got some major interviews lined up. I just got word that I got 2 more major figures that are joining the cast of the documentary. So that's incredible. And they're major figures, but you haven't heard of them. It's hard to explain. But you guys are going to love this documentary. I'm putting a lot of work into it. It takes a lot of memory to deal with all these files, and because if it's over a certain quality, it's just a lot of work. But I'm up for the task, and I'm getting it done. Things are coming together pretty nicely. You guys are going to love this. And there's exclusive content, videos that have never been seen before by the public of different rallies, runs, and all kinds of different things. A closer, intimate look at the whole organization as a whole, So if you guys don't know, it's called Fallen Angels, the 1%. And it's about ex-Hells Angels and their life within the club, and then how they transcend out of the club, and then how their life is after the club. But it's a incredible documentary, and I think it's going to blow everything out of the water. Rocky, what's going on? Thank you for joining me. Everett, what's good? Lindsay, how are you? Thank you for joining me. Make sure you check out Patreon, exclusive content. I'm going to go do a show over there right after I'm done with this one. So go over there and subscribe. I will be playing videos that you cannot see on YouTube. Like they're not censored. You get the full experience over on Patreon. I can't stress it enough. It doesn't cost that much. It's only a couple dollars. Tommy, what's going on? Thank you for joining me. Appreciate you. Queen. Does that say Queen? Witchatone. Shout out to Quebec. Great Patreon. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. No, unknown but known. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Appreciate you. Let's see here. What's going on with Bob? Bob who? Who's Bob? Keegan. What's going on, Keegan? Shout out to Toronto. Kurt. What's up, Kurt? How you doing, man? Big Staxx and crew. Pops. The Clubber. How you doing? Scrap Iron is in the building. Eddie. Jim Silver. What's good? Mr. EGs. How you doing? Let's hear the news. You got it. I'm going to be bringing you a lot of exclusive breaking news that you guys don't hear on other channels. I'm the one that I come out first with it a lot of times, you know. I'm not always first, but Off-Roading, how you doing? Thank you for joining me. Shout out to Manitoba. Daddy loves your forever. What's good? People in their names, man. Carl Danger, how you doing? Thank you for joining me today. Craig, what's good, man? How are you? Anderson, how you doing? Thank you for joining me. We got a lot of people in the house, like 70 people in here. The Jimster, how you doing, man? What's good? Thank you for joining me. Super Big Exotic, how you doing? Shout out to Super Big Exotic. Providence is in the house. David, how are you? Ra-Ra's in the house. What's good, Ra-Ra? Jason, how are you? Good content, brother. Take care. Thank you. DZ, good morning. I'm viewing from Calgary. Shout out to Calgary. Shout out to everybody up there in Canada. Nano Grow, how are you? Or No Grow. What's going on? Ride and Grind. Beaker, how you doing, man? Have a great show. Vice. Oh, you seen the Vice show? Great show. Vince. SCMC. Shout out to SCMC. Shout out to all the clubs out there. TCG, how you doing? Chinese software. Jennifer, how are you? Shout out to British Columbia, Canada. Decent, Staxx, decent. Jaker Robinson, how are you? Thank you for joining me today. TS Wheezy, good morning. Thank you guys all for joining me. So we're going to start it off with, there's been some new developments in the whole saga with the Thug Riders over there in Ohio. So Thug Riders Motorcycle Club member gets 18 months in federal prison. So it's weird because they're not calling them a gang in the headlines in this one. It's just weird that they call them gangs in other articles, and it's just really odd that they do that quite a bit. They try to turn people against these clubs. They try to make people scared of them. They want the public to be afraid of motorcycle club members. That's the bottom line. This is in Dayton, Ohio, another member of the Thug Riders Motorcycle Club. I'm surprised they use that term because usually they say gang. Faces remarkable allegations, including murder, arson, and racketeering, has been sentenced. Cody Hughes, Tater, 28 years old from Columbus, was sentenced to 18 months in federal prison. He will serve a 1-year supervised release. He was given a letter from the marshals on when he will report during his year of supervised release. Officials said he will not be allowed to hold firearms, any sort of weapons or drugs during his release. If he cannot find a job after his release, he will be in vocational service for him, so he'll be able to get a job through them. Hughes must also surrender any items to the TRMC, including his Thug Rider jacket. What? They're making him surrender his club material. So they are forcing him to step away from the club. That's wild. That is wild. He needs to surrender some more guns and more, it says. The other members of the TRMC are also facing charges for allegedly doing the following: blowing up a former member's vehicle in Huber Heights in May of 2021, killing a man during a shootout in Harrison Township, September 2021. So they killed a man and he gets 18 months in prison. Shooting over 190 live gunfire rounds into a rival motorcycle gang's clubhouse in Lexington, Kentucky in April of 2023. So listen, if you were to do one of these things in my state, they'd give you life in prison. You'd get at least 60 years in prison. Killing a person alone, you get 60 years. It's crazy. Breaking the leg of a patron at Toby's Tavern in Dayton in June of 2023, attacking a rival gang member at Chris's Bandbox in Dayton of July 2023, engaging in a shootout at a different motorcycle gang's clubhouse in Springfield of March of 2024, physically assaulting members of another motorcycle gang in London in May of 2024, threatening and extorting former gang members. See, they tried to really put a play on words because everybody knows when these people leave these clubs that the cut belongs to the club. Sometimes when people join these clubs, they sign a paper saying that the motorcycle belongs to the club. So basically everything you have that is motorcycle club related, basically you're borrowing it. Because if you're no longer involved with the club, usually, sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, but sometimes they have terms where you have to give up everything associated with that particular club. Not all of them are like that, but a lot of them are. So Hughes is one of 14 men who were arrested in June of 2024 and the fifth to be sentenced earlier this year. Brent Engelson, B-Easy 36, pleaded guilty to racketeering. Michael Henry, otherwise known as Brutal, was sentenced to 2.5 years. Joseph Rader, known as Delta, was sentenced to 15 months in prison. Matthew Hawkins, known as Hawk, was sentenced to 3 years in prison. Those seems like really light sentences for killing a man and all this other stuff they did, blowing up vehicles, shootouts, and all kinds of shit. That's insane. So other members also pleaded guilty, included Justin Baker, known as Wild Boy, 29, Jared Peters, known as Savage, 37. Other members are facing charges in U.S. versus Robles. And there's a list of people. Brandon Fisher, known as Roadrunner, Joey Marshall, known as Diesel, John Smith, known as Chaos, Juan Robles, Juan the Man from Phoenix, Norman Beach, Stormin' Norman, he goes by. The following, all TMC members, it says cases closely, whatever that means. But it seems like a pretty light sentence for all of that stuff to go on. It's pretty wild. Another article says a man was sentenced more than a year in prison in Thug Rider's violent crime conspiracy. Thug Riders Motorcycle Club member will spend time in prison after he was sentenced in connection with violent crime repeatedly committed by the gang. You see, here they changed their wording. Over there, they called it a club. In this article, they're calling it a gang. The judge sentenced Dale Hughes to 18 months in prison and 1 year supervised release, according to the Southern District of Ohio records. Now, this is federal prison. I don't know if they're still fighting a state case. It could be. I'm not sure, but I know this is a federal case right here. Hughes previously pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit assault with a dangerous weapon. 14 Thug Riders were indicted in the club, accused of various crimes, including murder, arson, felonious assault, gunfights in southwestern Ohio, Kentucky. At least 7 members have been sentenced. Other members, 1, 2, 3, 4 members pleaded guilty but have not been sentenced yet, according to court records. So we'll see what happens with the rest of these people, right? So now moving on to other news. Let's see here. So I reported about, you guys remember this video, right? Remember this video? People on Facebook are getting it confused or something. They're confused in that situation with the situation that happened in Pennsylvania. Two totally different situations. That situation happened in Tazewell, Tennessee, at a gas station. The other situation happened at a Wawa. And that situation I just showed you, there was no gunfire. There was nobody shot. What happened was they were trying to take a guy's cut off, and he accidentally was stabbed. Police showed up. Everybody ran. 2 people got caught. One of them got sentenced to 5 years in prison. People are confusing it with the other situation where 6 people were shot at the gas station at the Wawa. Totally different situation. Now, if you guys don't know, this guy, George Seawick, he's another member that's waiting to go to trial with all the other members. These are all the guys that got caught with that situation. And the crazy thing is, people don't know, a lot of these guys got shot themselves. So 2 innocent bystanders got shot. I believe 1 unknown biker, I think, was shot. And the other 3 were these guys that got hit. 1 guy got shot in the ankle, I believe it was. I'm not sure exactly which ones got hit, but it might have been this guy Seawick. But totally different situation. People are confusing the 2 situations, but that other situation happened only a month ago, a little over a month, and he's already sentenced to 5 years in prison. So that's a crazy situation. BC is all 81 decades strong. We're going to talk about that in a minute. So here in Quebec, 23 support clubs for 81. Don't know what's going on in the rest of Canada. Damn, that's a lot. That's a lot. So we're going to talk about that whole situation in a minute. Because I think people would be surprised to know something. So if you guys don't know, yesterday, I believe it was, the Outlaws had their gathering up there in Canada. Hold on, I'm looking for this other thing. So let's see. I can't find this shit. So this is insane. You guys hear about this? SWAT teams descend on a home near Nancy Guther's house. Order 2 people out. So I don't know what's going on with this situation, but this is crazy. This doesn't pertain to motorcycle club business or anything like that. Not that we get involved with club business, but a SWAT team in Pima County Sheriff's Department swarmed the home of Nancy Guthy's. I don't really know how to pronounce her last name. In Arizona's home on Friday and ordered 2 people out of the residence, according to reports. Law enforcement operation is connected to the investigation into the disappearance of Guthrie's and being conducted at the house about 2 miles from the missing 84-year-old woman's Tucson property. If you guys don't know, they found like blood and all this stuff. I don't even know the exact details of what's going on with this case, but that's a crazy case. A lot of rumors are swirling online. They're saying, oh, that the daughter's involved. They're all comparing the pictures and of the person in the mask to the daughter. It's just crazy. Like where do they come up with this shit? It's crazy. Do you guys think that she is still alive? That's what I want to know. Do you guys think that Nancy Guthrie is still alive? Or do you think they have her held for Bitcoin, as they were saying? So let's get to the topic at hand, because everybody's waiting for that, right? You don't think she's alive, Tommy? I don't think so either. March 13th. Yeah, yesterday, Friday the 13th. What did you guys do for Valentine's Day? What are you guys doing out there for Valentine's Day? So we're going to start this talking about Mr. Donny Wonch. So Donny Wonch, everybody knows Donny is the guy who... Now, this didn't start with... it started with Donny coming on the scene. How Donny was even introduced to the world of all of this drama, right? Is when he made a video calling out Harley. Before that, nobody really knew who Donny was. Nobody talked about him, nothing. He was like pretty, it was pretty quiet about who he even was, right? So let's take a look at the first video where Donny hit the scene.
Facebook, TikTok, social media, it's Donny Wonch, Reservoirs heavyweight champion. I want one more fight. I'm calling out Harley Gwindon, 41-0. Let's put a 1 on there, tough guy. I don't think you're that tough. Fighting guys that can't fight can fight back. Or fighting men that are 68 years old or 58 years old. Fuck you, bud. You want to fight? You're telling people you want a shot at my title? Come get some. January. Let's do this.
You're telling people you want a shot at my title? Now, this was all in fun and games, right? Like, this wasn't no major beef or drama. Like, I mean, it was just, yeah, it was 15 minutes of fame. Ken, 15 minutes of fame, basically, right?
Watch what happens to you Friday when you show up. Okay, I cannot wait to say hello to your waste face, okay? Your little quagmire jaw. Ah. Well, this is just a response to Donny's new video. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. I Joe grinded buddy's old lady. You want the receipts, bud? You want the receipts? Believe me, they're hilarious, okay? Keep pushing, and I'll expose Junior for the bird he is, okay? And he didn't even like you. All of a sudden, your guys' girls started hanging out. I don't know why his girl's hanging out with your girl, considering your girl's a serial rat. But then again, you do fundraising with police officers.
We're just at the grocery store. We're about to leave. I see these two gentlemen here. They're doing an extraordinary job. We're just going to help them out by giving them a little bit of donation. Thank you, gentlemen, for the wonderful job. Yep. All right, TikTok.
Tell civilians to call the cops, and there's paperwork on you, and it's coming very soon. So you should have just shut the fuck up, been a man about your and shut up instead of getting involved with real men, because you're not even a fighter, okay? You have no footwork, you have no speed, you have no power, your legs are a wobbling mess. And watch what happens to you Friday when you show up. Okay, I cannot wait to say hello to your waste face, okay? Your little quagmire jaw.
I can't wait to show up to your waste face, your little quagmire jaw. So this drama, right? This internet beef, this wasn't serious. This wasn't serious enough for the things that are transpiring that people think are connected or whatever. Isn't that serious to even go there? You know what I'm saying? So honestly, I don't think that any of the clubs or Donnie is connected to any of this stuff that happened on that side. And I don't think that Harley or any of his guys are connected to what happened to Donnie. And I'm going to show you why in a little bit.
Buddy, I can't miss that for a mile, and trust me, I'm going to go to town on you when you're done. There's no ref here. Bye.
Holy shit, eh? You want to post about Junior after you fucking snaked this girl and grinded her? And then he called you on like a fucking man? And you fucking once again backed down? What? You want me to post a message just like you do? Fucking piece of shit, motherfucker. Harley Quinn? What's the G stand for? Really? Hey, what's going on? Facebook, TikTok, social media. It's Donny.
Social media. What's going on? TikTok, social media.
Wonch. Anyway, it's a well-known fact. If they can't beat you, they talk about you. You know what that makes them? Fans.
He just heard that video on social media because I've heard it before on other people's shit, right? So he finds something and he repeats them. I might do the same thing, but shout out to him for doing that.
They're talking good about you or they're talking bad about you. Listen, not everybody can level up, but you can if you really put your heart into it.
Some of his stuff that he says makes absolutely no sense. He's like, there's two types of people in the world, but he explains like 3 or 4. And none of this drama, beef, WWF style stuff had anything to do with club stuff, you know? Like he wasn't, it's not like a battle of the clubs. This was a personal beef between a couple people. And it's pretty much one-sided, right?
Hey, what's going on? Facebook, TikTok.
Social media.
Anyway, I want everybody to know.
Girls, watch out for those weirdos.
Don't let people's bullshit get you down.
We are the weirdos.
Okay? God bless. Smile because you can't.
Hey, he's so loud. What's going on? Thank you for joining me. Happy Valentine's Day to all you guys. How many MCs has Donnie been in? About 5 or 6, I believe. All right, that's a whole different. That's a whole nother. Cool. that's a whole nother situation there, right? So anyway, so the situation with Donnie, people are all, well, so there is no official reports about a house being firebombed except this situation right here. And let me see. So the police are looking for 3 suspects in this situation where a home was lit on fire. I believe it happened at like 4 in the morning. It says police search for suspects after arson in Oshawa home. Police are still searching for 3 suspects after a fire started inside a home in Oshawa, which had been the site of a shooting a few months prior. So, and the people that I've spoken to say Oshawa is a pretty dangerous city. Like, it's not like a slow moving city. There's a lot of people that are on substances, we'll say, a lot of homeless people, a lot of violence. I've looked into some things and there's different pew things happen a lot there. Police officers are involved with them and everything like that. There's a lot of corrupt police up there, I've noticed in the news. I've seen some videos where police are saying, no, do you have a history and all this shit, and saying how they're going to plant evidence on people. And I heard, this is just what I heard, is that the police work for some big organizations, and people think that just the Hells Angels or this person are the biggest people out there, but there's big alleged gangsters that live in this part of the world. Like a lot of them. Scrap Iron, what's going on? What did you say? Kaz bailed? Nah, Kaz didn't bail. Seems the rap guy Kaz already out of Satan's Choice MC. I didn't hear that. Matter of fact, I just seen a picture of him with the cut on the other day. Like yesterday, I think it was. Sergeant Slaughter, remember him? He was the best, man. He was the guy that had that was Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He was pretty dope too. So Donnie's been in about 5 or 6 clubs. A lot. That's why they call him Velcro Donnie, so that he could Velcro the patch off, put another one on. So people were reporting that he was a full patch Hell's Angel and all that. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. From what I hear, he will never be one. But I don't know. Who the fuck knows, right?
No, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not. Stop.
So there's a lot of talk that went back and forth, right, about what's really going on up there. Obviously, his store got hit up with bullets, but the shooting happened, it says in the reports, is that it happened from across the street at a park. That's like kind of where Donnie was yelling from. Remember when all this transpired and he was supposed to meet him at the store and he was across the street and he was yelling and the police were sitting over there? That's allegedly where the shooting came from. That's what the police said in the report, right? But this situation, they said that they're looking for 3 people. The Durham Regional Police issued a news release on Tuesday saying officers responded to the house fire in the area of Richmond Street East and Ritson Road North at around 11:30 p.m. on Tuesday. Police said 3 males entered the home, so they went inside, all the way inside. They started the fire before fleeing the area, and I don't know if this is the one I don't know if this is Donnie's house or not. I mean, it could be, it could not be. I don't know. But it says 3 males entered the home and started a fire before fleeing the area. Police arrived at the scene and found the main floor of the residence engulfed in flames, police said. A male was evacuated from the home and transported to a local area hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries, police said, adding that the fire service attended the scene and extinguished the fire. 3 male suspects fled the area in a black sedan prior to officers arriving at the scene, and they released a photo of the suspect's vehicle in connection with the incident. And from what, here's the photo, and they look like young kids. I mean, look at them sagging their pants and shit. They look like young kids, right? Like, they look like a bunch of young kids. And I hear that place is like loaded with, juvenile delinquents, homeless people. It's really bad there, I hear. Same thing with Edmonton? I heard Edmonton is a pretty bad area too. TCG says the Hells Angels don't want Donnie. Trash. Look up punk rock man, punk drunk from Oshawa. So with this situation, if you guys don't know, the crazy shit is Donnie had court the other day, right? Donnie had to go to court for some pretty major charges. I'm not sure exactly what the charges were, but Donnie had court, and Donnie is associated with this guy. And if you guys don't know who this guy is, his name is Robert Nolan. He's a pretty serious guy up there in Niagara. So the Outlaws Motorcycle Clubhouse was raided in Niagara. 2 arrests were made. This is in April 2022. The Outlaws Motorcycle Clubhouse running in Niagara was raided during a drug bust in the region. Niagara Regional Police Services and Biker Enforcement Unit started an investigation into the sale of illegal drugs last month. On Friday at 4 a.m., officers executed 3 search warrants in Niagara at location in Thorold in Lincoln. And also the Outlaws Clubhouse. Police say the raids uncovered 159 grams in cocaine and over 20,000 in cash, a banned knife, a conducted energy weapon, and 2 pairs of brass knuckles. I think what they're saying for the conducted energy weapon, it might be a stun gun or something. The combined estimated street value of the drugs was $15,000. 40-year-old Donald Wonch of Thorold and 57-year-old Robert Nolan of Lincoln were arrested and charged with possession for the purpose of trafficking, possession of proceeds for a crime under $5,000, possession of a prohibited weapon. Back in the summer of 2020, OPP and Niagara Regional Police came out with a warning to the public to limit contact with members of the Outlaws Motorcycle Gang after massive raids and arrests. Police at the time said that they were aware that the gang was still operating in the region. So that was Donnie's ex club, the club he used to be in. You know, he got out of that club, but this guy, Robert Nolan, he is a huge, I can't even stress enough. Listen to this. Niagara Falls man is wanted in the largest cocaine bust in Toronto police history. Niagara Falls man is wanted in connection with the largest seizure of cocaine in Toronto police history, totaling $83 million. Robert Nolan, 60, is wanted for conspiracy to commit an indictable offense, trafficking and possession of a substance with the purpose of trafficking. Police issued a warrant for his arrest. Toronto police say the record-breaking bust was more than 835 kilograms of cocaine and had the hallmarks of the Mexican drug cartel. The investigation was part of Project Castillo, an extensive joint task force investigation into drug importation and trafficking near the Greater Toronto area. According to authorities, more than half of the drugs seized allegedly came from tractor trailers from Mexico, stopped on the Canadian side of the U.S.-Canadian border. The project has begun in August of 2024 and was led by the Toronto Police Service Drug Squad. Major projects and assistance with the York Regional Police, Canadian Border Agency, the RCMP Windsor Border Integrity Unit, Project Castillo demonstrates the power of collaboration to protect the community. Superintendent of Organized Crime Task Force, 6 individuals were arrested, 2 Mexican nationals, 4 Canadians, and 3 warrants for arrest, including Nolan's, have been issued. So this guy is like one of the biggest drug traffickers in Canada, in Toronto. And this is the guy that Donny Wonch got busted with. Here's another article. 2 men face charges for the following drug investigation in Niagara involving the Outlaw Motorcycle Club. Niagara police say 2 men are facing the following investigation into drug trafficking in Niagara involving the Outlaws Motorcycle Club. Police said on Friday, April 22nd, around 4 a.m., officers executed 3 search warrants in Niagara region. 1 search warrant conducted at Therold's residence resulting in the discovery of 152.8 grams of cocaine, $20,740 in currency, and a knife and other prohibited weapons. The second warrant, done in Lincoln residence, resulted in the discovery of 7.4 grams of cocaine, $2,765 in currency, a conducted energy weapon, 2 pairs of brass knuckles, a combined street value of $15,000. The third search warrant was conducted at the clubhouse of the Outlaws Motorcycle Club. Police say 40-year-old Donald Wonch is facing multiple charges, including possession of cocaine for purpose of trafficking, possession of prohibited weapon. Now, this isn't even the case where he got caught with the shotgun. That's a whole different case. Robert Nolan, 57, of Lincoln, is also facing multiple charges, including possession of cocaine, purpose of trafficking, possession of prohibited weapon. So, this dude's in a lot deeper than people seem to realize. I think anything that is going on really, I'd say 98% has nothing to do with this stupid internet drama. And probably a lot more to do with other shit that has gone on in the past.
Story. Donny Wonch showed up to battle Harley G and ended up outside screaming like a whole ass bitch.
What are you waiting for the cops? What are you waiting for the cops?
This area right here is where they're saying that the shooting happened, right? There was also a big article, and in the article, Harley was in the article, And it says Oshawa biker boss denies war with the Hells Angels as fire and gunshots shake the city. Oshawa has always carried the hum of an industry and grit of hardworking city. But lately, the darker noise has been rising above the usual rhythm. The crack of gunfire, the roar of flames, the uneasy whispers of the community, wondering if something far bigger is unfolding in the streets. At the center of the storm is Harley Gwendon, a well-known biker figure whose name has become impossible to separate with the recent violence of Rattles Durham region. His t-shirt shop, once another storefront in the small city business, has turned into a symbol of mounting tensions, believed to be targeted by bullets and fire in a string of unsettling attacks. Now, the alleged fire that they're talking about never even transpired into anything. There wasn't a fire. So I think it's turning into they're trying to turn it into something it's not. You know what I'm saying? There was no fire, in a biker war, people get killed. You know what I'm saying? Yet Gwendon insists the narrative forming around Oshawa is wrong. This isn't a biker war, he told the Toronto Star, dismissing speculation that violence signals an escalating conflict with the Hells Angels, Canada's most infamous outlaw motorcycle club. His denial comes despite a troubling pattern: arson fires erupting in the night, shots fired into his business, and an atmosphere thick with suspicion. For many residents, it feels like kind of a warning that rarely arrives without consequences. Authorities have remained cautious, offering few concrete answers while investigations continue. Police have not confirmed whether the attacks are connected to organized crime, rival bikers, biker rivalry, or personal disputes. I don't think it has anything to do with biker rivalries or personal disputes or organized crime. I honestly don't think it does, but I could be, I don't know. Authorities have remained cautious, but to the public, perception is shifting rapidly in a city where biker culture has long existed in the background. It is now a front and center. Dragging Oshawa into the headlines, usually reserved for larger criminal backgrounds like Montreal or Toronto. Experts say such incidents often carry layered meanings. In the outlaw biker world, violence is rarely random. Bullets through windows or fire set deliberately is more than destruction. It can be a message, a challenge, or a test of power. And when the name the Hells Angels enter the conversation, the stakes become instantly higher. Still, Gwendon maintains that the situation is being exaggerated, suggesting the city is too quick to assume the worst. And a lot of people do that, with this situation. Like he said, he doesn't have a problem with the Hells Angels as a whole, right? He had a personal beef with a few members, and I believe that those people are not even members anymore. It's well known that other clubs don't like what Harley's doing, right? Because he's doing something different that other people, other clubs have never done that, right? They arrested a bunch of Toronto cops. Have become Ontario-wide investigation. Let's see what comes out of that. Yeah, I'll be bringing you guys some of that because these guys they're so corrupt. I interviewed an undercover police officer from Canada, right? From region. I think he was from London, Canada. And he told me about how corrupt they are. And I'm gonna gonna reach back out and see if he'll come back on the show and talk about it. So, but the residents living near the shop were waking up to news of another blaze, but there was no blaze. What are they even talking about? The reassurance is difficult to accept. The imagination is too stark. Flames licking at storefront shell casings on the business owners forced to speak publicly, not just to defend themselves, but to deny a war. Whether Oshawa is witnessing early sparks of a larger biker conflict is simply a series of targeted attacks remains unclear. What is certain is that the fear has begun to settle in, and the city is watching closely. I mean, anybody stupid enough to do anything on any of these busy places, I mean, like that article just said, they're fucking watching all this shit. Like, so don't think for a second that the police ain't watching all of this transpire, right?
Go! Let's go! We're on a switch.
Just like they watched this whole situation from across the street. I think they were parked. And to top it all off, there's a police station somewhere close to here, too. Did you guys know that? I hear there's a cop shop right around the corner somewhere around here. But for people to speculate, oh, it was the Hells Angels that shot through the store. I mean, that's just reckless. That's just reckless reporting. And you guys seen the video that Harley posted, right? This one.
I hate comfy sweaters!
You miss me.
I hate comfy sweaters!
You miss me.
Sweaters.
6 minutes! Come on! Come on! Take it over your arm! Stop talking! Stop talking!
Do you hear these guys screaming? Like, what the hell was that? Yeah, right? I mean, whoever did it probably just seen them online putting up that stuff, right? The Windows stuff. Or it could be someone with no association with any of it. Because what I hear is that it's recording dumb fucking phone. Video says a lot about Donnie. Just this video says a lot about arson at Toronto merch shop last year. There was an arson at 81 Carlo Toronto merch shop last year. And allegedly there was a fire. They said, oh, it was a Hells Angel spot, this and that. It's the guy that they're talking about isn't even a part of that club anymore. So, I mean, they're misrepresenting the shit that they're reporting on, you know? It's Christian country. Satan's choice was bad idea. Just ask the pagans. It's Christian country. Yeah, some people are turned off by the name, right?
Put your phone away. Put your phone away.
We showed up.
It's serial killer capital of the world for a long time. It's a huge hub between Toronto and Windsor, and its home ally stands up hardened groups. Look into our jail, EMDC. I hear a lot about this place, man, and it's not a soft place. It's a lot of shady individuals. Like, I mean, it could be anyone that did this stuff, right?
And brought the cops with us for safety.
Harley!
He's on the phone, and this dude's not even on the phone.
It's Donny Wonch, boy. Let's do it. I'm down across the
At the horseshoe.
This dude's acting like he's talking to someone. No one's on the phone. And look, he pissed his pants too.
I'm down across.
Look, he pissed his pants. You
At the
can't make this
horseshoe.
up, dude. Look.
By the horse.
Diagonal, you see all of our cars? We're ready.
Let's go.
He's not even on the phone.
You don't want to answer.
Call the shop.
1 second. What's Harley G shop? Guy, what
He's got all these dudes gassing him up, right, in the background. Call the shop. What's Harley G shop? Call the shop. You can't make this up.
you waiting for the cops? Go! You guys waiting for the cops? We're not what? Cops, go!
Yeah, this doesn't attract unwanted attention, right?
Let's go! We're on a switch 6 minutes. Come on! Come on! Take it over here! Stop talking! Stop talking! Let's go!
You hear this dude screaming, stop talking, let's go.
Let's go!
Put your phone away. And ended up outside screaming like a whole ass bitch.
Giggity giggity. Giggity goo. Stick around.
Crazy. But what do you guys think of this situation? Hopefully all this stuff dies down. Nobody wants anyone to get hurt, including Donny, Harley, anyone involved. I mean, this internet banter was just internet stuff. It was like a little 15 minutes of fame. It was like back and forth. It doesn't have to get crazy and out of control. People are speculating, but I think they're speculating wrong. But it is what it is, right? I'm going to continue to bring you the dopest motorcycle content available. Hey, what's going on, man? J2 Dogs, how you doing? Shout out to you, man. Ron Archer, how you doing? Still can't figure out why he's representing the Red Devils out of Hells Angels Nomad Clubhouse in Ottawa. Like 6 hours from his house. Very odd. Lisa, I still didn't get your email. I've been scouring the emails too. So make sure you email me. I need a place to send the shirt. Yeah, they did, right? He had another shop, didn't he? Yeah, I seen that. Call it cops shop. He could have went in there. I mean, it is what it is, man. It's nothing. All that is nothing serious, you know. Donnie wants to be a movie star biker. Movie star, not a biker. You sent 3 already? I did not see it. What's the email? Here, send me a message on Facebook, all right? Because I'm going to get that to you as soon as possible. I want to give a big shout out to Elizabeth. If you guys, make sure you guys donate if you can to Elizabeth as GoFundMe. She's trying to pay for her bills with all this that has happened. There's a GoFundMe. She raised $730 so far. If you can donate $1, $5, it will help a lot. She's only looking to raise $3,500. So yeah, make sure you do that. I'll be looking for it, Lisa. And I can't wait for you guys to see this documentary. It's insane. Thank you for gifting the memberships. I really appreciate that, Lindsay. You guys are all great. Make sure you check out Patreon. I'm uploading some exclusive content, videos you cannot see on YouTube. There's no blurry censor thing over it. None of that. We can talk how we want over there. And I'll give you the raw facts of what's going on. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you. I hope you have a great Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you guys. If you guys like this show, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Ginger Biker, what's going on? So you could get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother's sister's friend about Chattin with Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. I appreciate all you guys. And remember, don't be a bitch.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged. And investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.